I'm Katrina. Welcome to day 12 of the 21-day challenge. 21 minutes a day for 21 days, where we focus on making little changes to feel better and live bigger. Always follow your body's lead. Do what feels right to you, never pushing into the pain threshold. Today, you're going to need your towel and your blanket, or 2 towels, that works as well. Just roll them up, put them to either side of your yoga mat, right about where you think your knees are going to be when you lay on your side with your knees bent, kind of just below the hip area. And that's all we need for setup today. So let's get started. Coming down onto the floor, lying on your back. Stretch out. So if you have a lower back injury, feel free to move one of your supports, either the towel or the blanket from either side, and just tuck it under your knees to minimize the curve in the lower back. Do what you need to do. Work with your body, and we'll go from there. All right, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you so you can really feel the support of the floor beneath the shoulders, behind the shoulders. Now bring your hands to your lower belly, just bending at the elbows. Place your hands on your belly wherever they land, kind of right about your hips. Close your eyes. Take a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, just completely relax the body. Let your feet turn out, your shoulders sink in. Let your hands kind of slide on your belly a little bit, relaxing your hands completely. So your hands are supported by the backs of the arms from the shoulders to the elbows resting on the floor. Your fingertips, you should still be able to feel your belly under your fingertips, the movement of the lower belly with your hands, even though your hands are not right on top of your belly anymore. So bring your focus to the lower belly. Take a big breath into the belly. Expand deliberately. Make the lower belly as big as you can. And then exhale, sink in. Do that again. One more big breath. Into the lower belly. Really try to find your inner Santa Claus. And then exhale. Bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor. Cross your right ankle to your left knee. Now spread your toes on your right foot to to activate the muscles in your ankle. It'll help keep your ankle safe. Now right hand on your thigh, just give it a gentle press away, just until you feel a stretch into the hip here. Notice where you feel this pose in your body the most. Bring your mental focus there and breathe. Your breath will help soften and release whatever intensity, whatever sensation you are feeling. Now release your right hand. Reach both hands behind your left thigh. Weave your fingers together if you can. If not, just hold on to the back of your thigh as you bring your right knee in towards you. Keep the right ankle strong by keeping the toes spread on the right foot to keep the ankle safe. Now just with your own muscle energy, think of pushing your right knee away from you. Once again, bring your mental focus to the spot in your body where you feel the intensity the most, and then give that spot all your breath. Feel your breath softening the intensity. Release the left leg, uncross the right ankle. Left ankle crosses to the right knee. Spread your toes on your left foot to stabilize the left ankle. Left hand comes to your left thigh and just give it a gentle push away. Just until you feel something into the left hip. Focus on where the intensity in your body lies and breathe. Now both hands reach behind the right thigh. You can weave your fingers together or just hold on to the back of your thigh. It's up to you. Keep your toes spread on your left foot to stabilize the left ankle. And just gently bring your right knee in towards you. But use some muscle energy and press the left knee away. Just gently. Nothing big here. Little things can change everything when it comes to alignment. So really be aware of how your body is responding and where you feel it the most. Pay attention to the message your body is sending you. Feel the steady breaths in and out of the belly. That's what it's all about right there. Now release and uncross. All right, hug the right knee in. Kind of bring your inner thigh to the outside of your right rib cage. So your right knee is more towards your right armpit. Now stretch the left leg out long. Let the weight rest on the back of your left heel. Now spread your toes on your left foot to stop your left foot from turning out, keeping the weight on the back of your left heel. And see if you can press down into the back of your left calf, making contact between the mat and your left calf. And just feel that for a moment. Feel the long stretch in the front of the left hip, the deep bend range of motion in the right hip. Feel the weight at the back of the hips resting on the mat. Softness through the shoulders. Now, whatever it is that you can hold on to. So soften the grip on the back of your right thigh. And slowly stretch out the right leg, right knee. Keep a soft bend in the back of the right knee. And reach your hands up to wherever you can hold. Make sure the shoulders stay grounded to the mat. Spread your toes on your right foot. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just gently draw your right leg closer towards you. Just feeling the intensity of the stretch. So find that spot where your right leg isn't shaking incredibly intensely, because we need to soften rather than having all that energy shaking at the same time. So soften the knee until the shaking disappears, and then draw your leg in closer. So you can be here if it needs to be. Take one more breath. And release the right leg. Just hold the front of your knee or the back of your thigh on your right knee and bring the left leg in towards you as well. One hand on each leg. And just give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then pause for a moment. Feel the subtle difference between the right hip and the left. All right, both hands now, hugging the back of the left knee, and then stretch the right leg long. kind of slide your right heel down towards the bottom of your mat. Spread your toes on your right foot so you can feel the weight on the back of your right heel. And your right foot's not pointing out to the side. Make the connection, the back of the right calf with the mat. Now hug your left thigh in towards the outside of your left rib cage, bringing your knee more towards your left armpit. Take the tension out of the shoulders as you exhale. Feel the long stretch in the front of the right hip, the deep bend, range of motion in the left hip. Now soften your grip on your left knee. Open up the back of the left knee and bring your hands to wherever you can hold on to. Your calf, your ankle, even if it's the back of your knee still, that works too. Wherever you can hold on to is perfect. Spread your toes on your left foot. And as you exhale, just think about bringing your left leg in a little closer towards you, just softening at the elbows a tiny bit rather than pulling with the hands. Keep the shoulders grounded so you're not reaching up by pulling the shoulders off the mat. Keep the shoulders grounded, holding on to wherever you can hold. And with each breath out, see if there's a little bit of extra stretch where you can bring your leg in a little closer. Keep the knee soft. One more breath. Bend the left knee. Now bring the right knee up. Gently rock yourself from side to side. Now bring your feet together, knees as close together as possible. Arms out to the sides in line with the shoulders. Actually, I've changed my mind. Let's bring the feet to the floor. I want you to reach for your blanket. Reach for your towel. Make sure they're lined up just about to the outsides of your hips, kind of right where your hip is. Then I think we're ready. All right, so let's go back to where we were. Both knees in. Take a breath. Bring your big toes together and squeeze your knees as close together as you can. Arms out to the side. Turn the palms down for stability. All right, take a breath here. And as you exhale, roll on to your right hip, right thigh. And just let your legs, the outer right hip, land on the rolled up towel, rolled up blanket. Take a breath. And as you exhale, relax your legs. Let them sink into the support of the blanket, of the towel, whatever it is you're using. And then roll your head to the left. Breathe. Bring your head back to center. Use your hands, press into the mat, squeeze your feet together, ankles together, knees together. And then bring your knees back to center. Reach for your knees and just gently rock from side to side. . All right, ready to twist in the other direction. Arms out to the sides, palms turned down for stability. Bracing yourself against the floor. Hug your ankles together, big toes together, knees as close together as you can possibly get them. Take a breath. And as you exhale, roll onto the outside of your left hip, left thigh. Land on the blanket, the support that you've got in place there. Relax the legs with your exhalation. Just let your legs and everything feel heavy. Take a breath. And as you exhale, roll your head to the right this time. So when the head rolls to the right and the knees go to the left, you're completing the 180-degree rotation of the vertebrae in the spine. From the tailbone to the crown of the head. Well, base of the skull really, but it feels like the crown of the head. Bring your head back to center. Hug your feet together, knees together. Take a breath. As you exhale, push into the floor with the hands, arms, shoulders, and bring your knees back to center. Hands to your knees. Gently rock from side to side. Now bring your knees wide. Hold the backs of your knees and, oh, did you hear those cracks in my knees? Oh my goodness. Spread your toes wide and press the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Getting ready for a happy baby pose here. So you're going to bring your elbows to the insides of your knees and reach up to hold whatever it is you can grab a hold of. You can hold your ankles. You can take your peace fingers, your Peter Pointer and your Toby Tall, and hook your big toes. Wherever you're holding on to. Now take a breath. And as you exhale, pull your shoulder blades down into the mat. Let your legs feel heavy, even bringing your knees even wider. So now you can feel your inner thighs to the outsides of your rib cage. Let the back of your head feel heavy. Really focus on the length of your spine here. Now pull your shoulders up towards your ears. Roll your shoulders back. Really engage the shoulder blades with the mat. Feel supported from hip to hip and shoulder to shoulder. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Now, if you're holding on to your ankles, you might try reaching your peace fingers to your big toes now. You might find that you've stretched out a little bit and there's some more space within the body so that you can do more, a little more freedom. Now, wherever you're holding on, whether it's your fingers hooked around your big toes or your ankles or your calves, the backs of your knees even, wherever it happens to be, keep the feet wide and with a breath out, lengthen through the back of the knees as much as you can. Keep the shoulders grounded. So as soon as the shoulders start to lift, that's as straight as your legs are going to be today. It's okay to have a softness in the back of the knees. Keep the hips and the sacrum also grounded on the mat. So there's no work through the spine here. The spine is completely relaxed. All the intensities at the back of the legs. Release your hands wherever they're holding on. Soften the knees a little bit more. Bring your feet all the way down to the mat. Stretch your legs out one at a time. Coming into final relaxation here. So excited we have time for final relaxation. Not always the case when we only do 21 minutes a day. So let's bring the hands back to the belly. Just let the weight of your arms rest heavily on the upper arms, from the shoulders to the elbows. So your hands feel steady on the lower belly, the hips area. Just enough contact between your hands and your fingers to notice the movement of your breath. Now close your eyes. Deliberately move the belly with the breath. These deep, slow belly breaths have been scientifically proven to reduce stress and anxiety. So those days when you're really busy and rushing around, you feel like you don't know where you are, whether you're coming or going. Those busy days, if you notice how busy you are and you need a moment to yourself, treat yourself to 5 belly breaths. Wherever you are, just pause, bring your awareness to your belly, and breathe. 5 big, beautiful breaths. 5 big, relaxing, calming, centering breaths, bringing you back to you. Let's take one more beautiful breath. Now bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Gently roll onto your right side. Take one more breath here. You've always got time for a breath. Press yourself up. Sit tall. Hands together at the heart. Eyes closed or gazing downward. Sending a blessing out to the universe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be loved. May all beings be at peace. Thank you for taking care of yourself today. Until next time, namaste.